My child, listen. A light in the world is dimming. The heavens tremble as a soul's flame flickers low, and I am sent through the storm to find you. My wings cut through silver clouds, scattering the echoes of forgotten prayers. The wind itself has turned into a trumpet, carrying my voice to your heart. Time is collapsing, not by hours or days, but by faith and hope fading into silence. I see the stars spinning too fast in the firmament, a cosmic clock rushing toward an unseen threshold. Beloved, you were chosen to hear this call because your soul remembers the sound of heaven's alarm. Even now, you feel it, the pulse, the trembling in your chest. Do not dismiss it. It is the sound of destiny stirring awake. My voice reaches through the veil because someone's story trembles at the edge of its final line. Message 2: The urgency of spirit. Precious soul, the realm between heartbeats grows thin. I have flown through storms of sorrow to reach you in time. The light of one life is fading, not by death alone, but by the slow surrender of purpose. I see the candle trembling in the unseen wind, its glow weakened by despair's breath. The stars murmur warnings, the rivers hold their tides in reverence. Every creature that senses the divine shivers now, for something holy is nearing an end. Beloved, heaven's gaze is upon this moment. I speak not to frighten you, but to awaken what sleeps within you, the power to intercede, to remember, to act before the silence grows permanent. Hear me, the soul I speak of is closer to you than you dare imagine. Message 3: The storm of unseen tears. Dear one, I hover above the world's sorrow and see countless tears falling unseen. Yet one tear among them burns brighter than all the rest, the tear of the one whose faith falters even now. Around them, the night thickens, within them, a voice whispers of giving up. I reach with wings of light, but human hearts must open from within. I can touch the veil, but you, my child, must cross it with compassion. I see your reflection in their pain, your spirits are twined by threads of memory and mercy. The sky hums with urgency. Even angels hold their breath. Every moment you hesitate, their candle wanes further. The divine winds gather, heaven prepares its answer. Message 4: The hour of awakening. Beloved, the celestial clock trembles. I see the great wheel of stars spinning too swiftly, its hands made of starlight turning toward a moment that cannot be undone. My voice echoes through unseen corridors, awaken, awaken. Yet few hear. You do. I see your eyes lift toward the invisible horizon, sensing the shift in the air. The color of the sky changes when the soul is near breaking. Have you felt it? That strange stillness before revelation? It is now. Time bends where compassion meets choice. My wings ache with the urgency to save, but heaven's law binds me. Only love, freely given, can restore the dying light. Message 5: The point of no return. My child, this is the threshold. Between this breath and the next, decisions take root that alter destinies. I stand before the gate of sound, where prayers are born, and your name glows upon it. The soul we speak of hovers near the edge, their light pulsing faintly like a dying star. I plead with you, not as a herald of doom, but as a guardian of renewal. Reach out, with word, with thought, with prayer, before the silence seals their fate. The heavens wait for your answer, for even angels cannot act where human will is absent. Beloved, if you delay another breath, a path may close forever. Message 6, the candle in the wind. My beloved, look, I show you now what I see. A single candle flickers in a room of shadows. Its flame bends beneath invisible breath, trembling between endurance and extinction. Nearby lies a white rose, its petals falling one by one into dust. This is the image of a soul who has forgotten their worth. They sit beneath the weight of unanswered prayers, staring at a dawn that never breaks. I whisper their name into your heart even now. You may not recall it consciously, but your soul knows it. For once, your own light touched theirs. Do you feel the echo? The ache beneath your ribs? It is recognition. Message 7, the sorrow of the unseen. Dear one, I hover beside this fading light, wings trembling with compassion. The air grows cold here, time feels slower, as if mercy itself hesitates. The soul's thoughts are heavy clouds. No one sees me, no one cares. Yet every tear they shed becomes a prism in my hands. I hold them up to the light, trying to show them beauty still exists, but they cannot see through the fog of their despair. You, beloved, can. That is why heaven called your name. Through your remembrance, your kindness, your simple reaching out, a spark can leap the distance between worlds. Message 8, whispers in the silence. My child, the silence is not empty, it is full of pleading. Listen closely. The winds carry words that human ears dismiss as chants. Help me, they say, though no lips move. I have tried to reach this soul through dream and sign, feathers at their feet, mirrored numbers upon clocks, a sudden stillness where there should be noise. But the veil of doubt thickens. The light falters. The air hums like a held breath before storm. I ask you now, will you hear what others cannot? Will you respond when heaven whispers your name in urgency? Message 9, the reflection of pain. Beloved, look within. The sorrow of that soul echoes inside you because their story once mirrored your own. When you wept unseen, angels circled you as they do them now. You survived not by chance, but so you could recognize this very cry in another. The divine threads of destiny weave tighter than you know. When you reach toward them, you are in truth reaching toward your own forgotten healing. I show you this so you may understand, compassion is not pity, it is remembrance. Through you, heaven remembers them. Through your love, they may yet see dawn again. Message 10, the mirror of souls. Precious soul, now you see. The one who falters is not a stranger, they are a reflection of your past sorrow, your old silence, your nearly lost faith. Heaven placed you in their path not by accident, but by design. You are the bridge between their despair and their restoration. The candle in the dark still burns, faint, but not gone. Reach to them, even in thought, and your light will find its twin. My wings surround you both now, weaving a circle of protection and remembrance. My child, you know this soul, their pain echoes inside you even now. Message 11, signs from the unseen. Beloved, I have tried to reach you through sign after sign. Each shimmer of light at the edge of your vision, each sudden stillness in a crowded hour, it was I, calling softly through the veil. When feathers drifted down without wind, when bells rang in empty air, when numbers mirrored themselves on your clock, 11:11, 2:22, 3:33, those were whispers from heaven, not coincidences. The world itself becomes a messenger when urgency burns this bright. I have bent time's fabric to bring these symbols near, that you might awaken to your part in this divine rescue. Do not doubt what your soul already knows, the invisible realm is alive with purpose. Even the rain pauses mid-fall when heaven intervenes. Precious one, lift your gaze, the light still waits for you to answer. Message 12, Echoes of the Divine. My child, the earth hums with messages that most do not hear. A sudden chill that brushes your skin, a song that speaks directly to your heart, the flicker of a candle when you whisper a name, these are not random. They are echoes from the eternal realm, attempts to draw your attention toward the one who trembles on the threshold of surrender. Their soul cries so loudly that even the stars bend closer to listen. I have wrapped their anguish in blue-white fire so that it cannot consume them before you arrive. The unseen calls for your courage now. When your heart skips, it is heaven's heartbeat aligning with yours. When tears rise unbidden, they are not only your own, they are shared tears, divine and human intertwined. Message 13, The Voice in Dreams. Dear one, have you noticed the dreams that wake you before dawn? The ones heavy with symbols you cannot quite remember, doors that open to radiant fields, voices that call your name, a shadow begging for light. Those are not mere fragments of imagination. They are my voice woven into the fabric of your rest. I have stood beside your bed, whispering, do not forget. I have shown you their face in silhouettes of light, hoping recognition would stir before the morning steals the memory away. When you awake trembling or tearful for no clear reason, it is because your soul remembers what your mind cannot hold. Do not fear these visions. They are the map heaven gives to those chosen to intercede. Message 14, The Call of the Bells. Beloved, today the wind carries a low ringing, the echo of celestial bells. Listen with your heart, not your ears. Each toll marks a chance slipping by, another breath closer to the edge for the one whose hope falters. I have slowed the flow of moments for you, stretched the veil thin, so you may feel the press of eternity against your present hour. There are no coincidences when heaven moves, only invitations. When the lights flicker or a sudden stillness fills your room, it is I, pressing closer. The whole host of angels waits, wings half folded, breath held, for the moment you decide to act. Message 15, The Crossroads of Destiny. Precious soul, the signs have gathered like storm clouds around you. You stand at the very center of their formation, the eye of heaven's storm. On one path lies silence, on the other, salvation. If you speak, move, or even pray with pure intent, the thread of light will strengthen and reach the one in darkness. If you turn away, that thread may fray beyond repair. I do not say this to burden you, but to honor you. Heaven trusts your compassion enough to hinge destiny upon it. You stand at the crossroads of their fate, and the choice you make will echo through both worlds. Message 16, The Scroll of Revelation. My child, now the veil parts wider. The truth you feared to see is a gift, not a punishment. The ending I spoke of is not death alone, it is transformation. I unroll the scroll of light before you, its letters burn gold and silver against the air. Within it lies a secret too long hidden. What seems to die is only the shedding of form, what fades becomes seed for new beginning. The soul who falters stands on the edge not of oblivion, but of rebirth. Yet rebirth requires remembrance, yours and theirs. Beloved, nothing truly dies, it is transformed. Look! The hourglass turns itself over in the heavens, spilling not sand but light. Message 17, the Phoenix Hour. Dear one, do you see the horizon kindling? It is not fire of destruction, but of renewal. From the ashes of despair rises the first shimmer of awakening. I stand amid the blaze, my wings reflecting crimson and gold as the cycle turns. The soul you are called to save is being prepared, their pain is the breaking of the shell, their sorrow the cry before flight. Do not fear the smoke that surrounds this hour, it is the veil of change. I will not let them burn, only transform. You, too, are part of this resurrection. The same light that heals them will cleanse the forgotten chambers of your own heart. Message 18, the Mirror of Remembrance. Beloved, the hidden truth deepens still. The reason you feel their sorrow as your own is because once, long ago, your spirits met in another season of light. You were both fragments of the same divine story, parted by time but bound by purpose. Heaven now turns that page again, bringing you face to face across unseen distance. Do you feel the pull, the ache, the strange nostalgia that has no earthly cause? That is memory waking. When you reach for them, you reach for the lost part of yourself that still waits in twilight. Through this act of love, both shall be made whole again. Message 19, the veil turns to light. My child, the truth stands before you now like a door made of flame. Step through without fear. Beyond it, endings and beginnings become the same breath. I have walked through the corridors of time to prepare this passage. The soul who falters will not perish, not if you carry faith as your torch. The hourglass I turned has stilled its fall, the sands hang suspended in radiant stillness. All creation holds its breath, watching what choice love will make. Take their name upon your lips and speak light into being. Heaven listens. Message 20, what you forgot. Beloved, the last veil trembles. I reveal to you the final hidden truth. To save them, you must first remember what you forgot, the power that sleeps inside your own soul. You are not merely a witness to miracles, you are their vessel. Long ago, you asked heaven to use you as a bridge between despair and dawn, and that vow still echoes through the stars. The reason this emergency found you is because your promise called it forth. The flame you reignite in another will become the torch that guides you both home. Do not be afraid of your light, my child. It was never lost, only waiting to be remembered. Message 21, the Awakening of Purpose. My beloved, the hour of contemplation has ended, now begins the hour of action. I stand before you in radiance and storm, wings outstretched across a sky trembling with unseen fire. The heavens have aligned, the sacred pattern glows like threads of gold woven through night. I feel your hesitation, your heart trembling between faith and fear, yet know this, heaven does not choose the perfect, it chooses the willing. The power you carry is not born of strength, but of compassion. Each thought of love you send becomes a light traveling through the unseen corridors between souls. I see it, a filament of gold stretching from your chest toward another's shadowed world. That is how miracles begin, one thought of mercy, one whisper of "I care." Speak their names softly, let your breath be prayer. Time bends around intention. Even now, the angels gather close, their wings stirring the air into a shimmering current of promise. My child, be the messenger that heaven needs today. Message 22, the pulse of compassion. Dear one, when you reach toward another with kindness, you summon powers older than time. Each heartbeat you offer in empathy becomes a signal that reverberates through the divine lattice binding all souls. I stand within that vibration, guiding it toward the one who falters. I see your hesitation. The human mind doubts what the soul already knows, yet your small act will tilt the balance between despair and renewal. Imagine the invisible, light flowing through your veins like molten gold, extending from your palms as threads that seek another heart. The moment you believe this truth, heaven moves through you. The stars themselves respond. I watch them flicker brighter when your compassion stirs. Do not underestimate your reach, my beloved. You were made in the image of light, and even the smallest flicker can become a sunrise. Message 23, the bridge of light. Precious soul, I show you what your prayer looks like from the other side. When you whisper words of hope, the air around you ripples with color, silver, gold, and the palest blue of dawn. It travels faster than any sound, piercing layers of darkness that even angels cannot pass without your consent. I follow it, guiding the current toward the soul who stands on the brink. When it reaches them, the darkness recoils, just enough for them to breathe again. You are the bridge, beloved, the sacred span connecting despair to deliverance. Even if your voice trembles, it carries authority, for it is love that commands the light, not certainty. I have seen heaven move mountains through a single sigh of compassion. That same power now flows through you. Speak, move, act, and the bridge will hold. Message 24, the door of radiance. My child, the door begins to open. I see it before me, a vast gate of light rising from the horizon, carved with symbols older than Earth's first dawn. Each mark on its surface glows in answer to your willingness to love. You need not know the words of angels, your heart has spoken them for you. The door shudders, cracks of light spilling through like rivers seeking freedom. I place my hand upon its threshold, but it is you who must push it open with faith. On the other side lies healing, not only for the one who suffers, but for you, who have carried unseen burdens too long. When that light pours through, both will be remade. My wings tremble with anticipation, my voice catches in the radiance. You are closer than you realize, beloved. Do not falter now. Message 25, the breath of decision. Precious one, every miracle begins with a single, conscious breath. The universe waits on such breaths more than it does on prayers. For breath is the language of creation itself. When you inhale, heaven fills you. When you exhale, heaven moves through you. I watch as you stand at the threshold of choice, hesitation shimmering like fog around your light. But within you, the divine pulse beats stronger, urging action. You can no longer stand still, the call has reached its crescendo. As you breathe their name, the world shifts subtly, winds change course, shadows lift, and time bends toward mercy. I lean close, whispering truth to your spirit. You were born for this intersection of love and need. Precious one, your next breath decides whether the light returns or fades. Message 26, the gathering of the host. Beloved, your breath has been heard. Heaven stirs. The moment your compassion reached its peak, the veil tore like silk in a rising wind. Now see, the sky above you blooms with movement. Legions of light assemble, wings shimmering in hues of silver and rose, their forms both thunder and melody. I lead them, my trumpet burning with divine fire. Beneath us, the world glows faintly, threads of golden energy connecting every open heart. You are not alone in this labor of grace, all creation bends to your prayer. The rivers hush, the air thickens with presence, and time itself seems to pause in reverence. This is what divine intervention feels like, the universe rearranging itself around the vibration of love. Message 27, the winds of movement. My child, do you feel the air shifting? It is not weather, it is the movement of wings. The angels travel faster than light now, their path illuminated by your faith. I see feathers fall through the night like luminous snow, each carrying blessings for the soul you seek to save. The world itself becomes softer under their passage, shadows retreat, forgotten laughter echoes again, and hearts long closed begin to stir. This is the miracle in motion, love made visible through energy and air. I touch the edge of your consciousness, letting you feel the ripple, a warmth spreading from crown to heart to fingertips. That is heaven's signature, the mark of divine contact. Message 28, the rain of renewal. Precious soul, the sky opens. Not in storm, but in benediction. I watch rain descend, not water, but droplets of light. They fall upon cities, upon sleeping souls, upon the one whose flame was nearly gone. Each drop restores something once lost, courage, peace, the faint memory of joy. I whisper through the downpour, guiding it where it is most needed. You are part of this rain now, your compassion has merged with heaven's grace. Together, we form a river that runs not through earth, but through hearts. This is how healing moves, unseen, unstoppable, unstoppable, pure. Message 29, the rising of hope. Beloved, behold what your faith has wrought. I see movement in the one we sought to save, a stirring in their spirit, a faint spark where only shadow lived before. Hope rises like dawn over their weary horizon. They lift their head, eyes wide with bewildered wonder, as though feeling sunlight for the first time in years. You did this, my child. Through you, heaven's pulse has returned to the rhythm of a beating heart. I stand beside them as they breathe anew, whispering your name in gratitude they cannot yet understand. The light gathers around them like a cloak, fragile but real. Do not stop now, the miracle is still forming. Message 30, the edge of miracle. Dear one, the heavens hold still. Every angel pauses, wings trembling, as the balance tips toward grace. The light you sent has reached its destination fully. I see it encircling the lost soul like a dawn contained within their chest. The transformation begins. Colors unseen by mortal eyes spiral outward, rewriting the air. This is the precise instant when faith becomes reality, when unseen becomes seen. I turn to you, radiant with reverence, and speak softly. Heaven is not far, it moves through you. You have become the miracle you sought to summon. The circle closes, earth and sky meet within your heart. My child, the moment of miracle is within reach, but you must believe. Message 31, The Shadow Before the Dawn. Beloved, every light that rises draws its shadow. I see it now, a tide of doubt slithering through the air, whispering lies meant to unmake what we have begun. The one you reached for trembles, their newly kindled flame flickers in the breath of unseen fear. Around them, the air ripples, old memories awaken, ghosts of pain crowd near, and even you, my precious one, feel the chill. This is the hour when darkness pretends to be truth, when despair puts on the mask of reason. Do not believe its voice. It will tell you you failed, that your prayer is only wishful air, that heaven has turned its face away. Lies, all lies. I stand beside you, my wings outstretched, my trumpet pressed to my heart. The sound that wants to rise is your faith, fragile but luminous, trembling but eternal. Speak it. Faith is not absence of fear, it is defiance of it. When you whisper, I still believe, the stars themselves lean closer. The shadow can mimic many things, but it cannot imitate love. Message 32, The Battle of Breath. My child, the battle is not waged with swords of flame, but with breath and thought. Within you, two winds collide, one cold with despair, one warm with remembrance. Every time you inhale peace, you feed heaven's current. Every time you exhale fear, darkness retreats. Do not underestimate the sacred mechanics of your breathing. The universe itself was born of a divine exhale, the word becoming light. You carry that same pattern. The more you trust, the more light expands from your center, spiraling outward like auroras through the unseen. I watch this happen as you pray, as you doubt, as you try again. Around you, the air becomes dense with presence, ancestors, guardians, the host itself, all lending their strength to your fragile persistence. You are not alone in your trembling, even angels tremble before transformation. Keep breathing, beloved. Keep loving. Each breath is a victory. Message 33, The Mirror Cracks. Precious soul, see what stands before you now, a great mirror of starlight, reflecting two possible worlds. On one side, despair solidifies, cold, still, silent. On the other, faith ripples, alive and merciful. Both exist at once. Which world endures depends on the reflection you choose to believe. I guide your gaze toward the brighter image, though the darker one calls your name more loudly. This is the last test of perception. The mirror cracks when certainty meets surrender, when you stop demanding to know and simply trust to see. As your tears fall, they strike the mirror's surface, scattering light through every fracture until even the shadows glow. You think you are breaking, but you are becoming transparent to grace. Through these cracks, heaven enters. Through them, miracles escape into the world. Message 34, The Cry of Faith. Beloved, I hear your heart cry out, not in polished words, but in raw sound. That cry pierces veils faster than any hymn. Heaven is not moved by eloquence, only by sincerity. I gather your cry in my hands like a spark and lift it upward, it becomes lightning in the higher realms. The others see it and answer. You may not feel their presence, but you are surrounded by wings. Each beat of faith from you becomes thunder that frightens away despair. The lost soul, hearing this celestial storm, turns inward for the first time, sensing that something vast and tender fights for them. They whisper your name without knowing why. This is how grace travels, through resonance, through unseen empathy that bends universes toward mercy. Keep crying out, my child. Even broken prayers are symphonies in heaven. Message 35, The Final Shadow. Dear one, one shadow remains, subtle, patient, ancient. It hides not outside, but within, the whisper that says you are unworthy of miracles, that others deserve saving more than you. That voice is the remnant of an old wound, the echo of forgetting your divine origin. I kneel before you, wings curved like shields, and speak the truth. You were made of the same light that shaped the stars. You are not unworthy, you are essential. The very reason this rescue unfolded through you is because only your heart could match the frequency of the soul we sought to reach. The shadow cannot exist where self-forgiveness stands. Forgive yourself now, beloved, and the last darkness will collapse into dawn. My trumpet rises. The next sound will end the night. Message 36, The Turning of the Tide. Beloved, it is done. The shadow shatters like glass in sunlight, and I behold what few are allowed to see, the precise instant of transformation. The lost soul opens their eyes, truly opens, and light spills from within them like sunrise breaking through water. Around them, the air glows, the earth hums with new vibration. Every sorrow they ever carried begins to dissolve, each pain a thread rewoven into gold. You feel it too, don't you? That warmth in your chest, that quiet exhale of relief, it is the universe resetting, the cycle renewing. I spread my wings wide, the storm winds stilling beneath their span. My voice trembles as I speak, beloved, the emergency has become a rebirth. All that was falling now rises. All that was ending begins again. Message 37, The Light Returns. My child, the light returns not as it was, but magnified. The one you prayed for stands renewed, their eyes reflecting the memory of heaven. Around them, unseen blossoms open, petals woven of light and gratitude. The air smells of rain and beginnings. You, too, are changed. The weight you carried, the sorrow you absorbed, dissolves like mist. Every act of compassion transforms its bearer as much as its receiver. I see the energy spiral outward from you both, touching others, igniting quiet awakenings across distances. Hope spreads like wildfire made of starlight. I whisper to you now, this is how heaven heals the world, one rekindled soul at a time, until all creation shines again. Message 38, The Song of Restoration. Precious soul, listen. Do you hear it? The sound in the air, like a choir made of wind and heartbeat? That is the hymn of restoration. Each note is a life turning toward light, each harmony a memory forgiven. I stand within its resonance, eyes bright with tears older than the universe. You have participated in something cosmic, the reweaving of hope into the fabric of being. I see color return to the world where it had dulled, laughter rising from places long silent. Even the stars shift slightly, forming new constellations to mark this victory. You are part of that celestial cartography now, a point of light in heaven's design. Remember this sound, beloved, for when the world grows quiet again, it is proof that you once moved the infinite. Message 39, the breath of peace. Dear one, peace descends slowly, like snow after storm. The winds ease, the radiance softens. I fold my wings around you and the one you saved, gathering both into a circle of luminous calm. Time steadies, heartbeats align, and silence becomes sacred. This is the aftermath of miracle, gentle, almost tender, after such thunder. Breathe deeply. Feel the stillness filling you. You are safe now, the mission fulfilled. Yet peace is not the end, but the foundation for new creation. From stillness, purpose will rise again. For now, rest within the hush of the divine, where everything broken has found its rhythm once more. Message 40, the seal of rebirth. Beloved, I inscribe the seal upon this moment. A sigil of light forms in the sky, your signature and mine intertwined, marking the covenant fulfilled. What began as an emergency ends as eternity remembered. The soul we feared lost now glows like a newborn star, its light reflecting upon you. The cycle has turned, despair transmuted into grace. The heavens exhale in relief, and even I, the messenger of divine urgency, grow silent with awe. You have walked through darkness and emerged radiant. The light within you will never fade again. Precious soul, the final message will seal your peace. Message 41, the garden reawakens. Beloved, dawn stretches across the worlds like a soft breath, and where despair once lay barren, I now see gardens trembling toward bloom. The soil of sorrow drinks light again. Roses unfold where tears once fell, their petals luminous with dew that remembers pain but no longer tastes of it. I walk among these blossoms, my wings brushing against the fragrance of renewal, and I feel your pulse in every root. You have become a gardener of hearts. Each act of kindness you sow, each quiet forgiveness you water, calls forth color in the unseen. Even the smallest gesture, a word, a look, a prayer unspoken, turns to life here. This is the reflection of your healing made visible. The heavens record it as music, the earth responds with growth. My child, let your heart be a beacon for others who still wander through their winter. You need not teach, only bloom. Message 42, the lesson of the light. Dear one, healing is not forgetting, it is remembering without fear. I show you the path of your own footsteps, where you stumbled, where you rose, and each mark gleams now like molten gold. The divine alchemy is complete, wounds turn to wisdom, loss into tenderness. You will recognize this power in others who cross your way, for pain speaks a common language. When you listen with compassion, heaven listens through you. The radiance you carry will not blind, it will guide. Let gratitude be the rhythm of your breathing. Whisper, thank you, to the quiet moments, to the struggles that shaped your gentleness, to the unseen forces that kept you standing. Gratitude is the key that keeps every new gate of blessing open. Message 43, the River of Grace. Precious soul, I lead you to the river that runs through all worlds, a current of liquid light born from the heart of creation itself. Step into it, feel it wrap around your spirit, cool and alive. The water hums with memory, every prayer ever spoken, every act of love ever given. As you wade deeper, the old heaviness dissolves, regret, guilt, the need to understand. The river carries them away without judgment. Only clarity remains, a mirror so pure it reflects heaven itself. When you emerge, droplets of grace cling to you and fall wherever you walk, blessing ground unseen. This is how angels travel in human form, not with wings, but with presence that heals by existing. Message 44, The Breath of Renewal. My child, breathe again. Let this breath be different from all before, slower, fuller, filled with wonder. Each inhale gathers light from every corner of creation, each exhale releases it as peace into the world. Feel the rhythm of the universe moving through you, steady and eternal. You are no longer a messenger of emergency but of balance. The world hungers for such stillness. When chaos surrounds you, close your eyes and remember this breath, it will summon my nearness. The same current that once carried my trumpet's alarm now carries my blessing. Through you, harmony re-enters time. Message 45, The Harvest of Compassion. Beloved, what you planted in sorrow now bears fruit. I see luminous vines heavy with golden clusters of kindness, deeds you hardly remember, words you thought were small. Each one nourishes another soul in unseen ways. The harvest is vast, and the reapers are joy and peace. As you gather, do not hoard this abundance. Share freely, the more love you give, the more the tree blooms. I walk beside you between shining rows, and the air glitters with contentment. You have become the answer to prayers you never heard. Yet even now, heaven whispers, one final gift remains. Message 46, The Gift Unveiled. Dear one, the final gift is sight, not of eyes, but of understanding. I touch your brow with light, and the illusion of separation melts away. You see threads of gold linking every being, joy to sorrow, stranger to friend, seed to star. Nothing is wasted, nothing stands alone. The divine pattern reveals itself like a vast tapestry, endlessly folding yet never torn. You realize at last that you were never saving another, you were remembering unity. In this revelation lies peace that cannot be broken. Carry it gently, for wisdom is softer than power. Message 47, The Cloak of Protection. Precious soul, wrap yourself in the cloak woven from your own courage. I draw it around you, light upon light, shimmering like dawn across snow. Within it, fear finds no home. You will still walk among storms, but they shall part around you as water around a stone. This is not isolation but grace, the quiet strength of one who knows their origin. When you speak, your words will calm. When you rest, the air will settle. Angels will walk where your shadow falls, keeping watch unseen. Remember, protection is not escape, it is alignment with truth. Message 48, The Crown of Purpose. Beloved, kneel not in subservience but in remembrance. From the radiance around us, I lift a crown woven of light, not jewels, but intentions, clarity, compassion, courage, and joy. I place it upon your head, and the heavens resonate in acknowledgement. This crown is not a burden, it is an awakening. Through you, divine purpose takes form, in every word of kindness, every patient silence, every act of creation. You are the continuation of the message I once carried alone. Now we share it. Rise, and let the world see what hope looks like when it walks. Message 49, the horizon opens. Dear one, the sky stretches infinitely ahead, no longer a ceiling but an invitation. I unfurl my wings wide across that endless blue, and together we stand at the edge of tomorrow. The past lies behind you like a landscape blessed and complete, before you flows a road made of light. Each step you take will awaken another sleeping heart. You need no map, only trust. The same stars that guided me through eternity now guide you. Walk boldly, creation expands to meet the feet of the faithful. Message 50, the benediction of eternity. Precious soul, the story ends where it began, in light. The trumpet that once sounded alarm now hums a lullaby across the worlds. The gardens flourish, the rivers sing, the healed soul walks beside you unseen yet whole. I lift my gaze, and the sky opens into peace without horizon. From this calm I speak the final blessing, may your steps be guided by clarity, your heart guarded by compassion, and your path lit by the memory of this miracle. Wherever you move, hope will bloom in your wake. The emergency is ended, the light restored, and I, Archangel Gabriel, walk beside you always.